Where you are. Hi everyone. It's Aiko. I don't know if anybody knows what I look like. I wasn't expecting to do a stream, so I don't exactly know what we're going to be talking about. I think we had a pretty good conversation on Ron's channel about the topic at hand. Does anybody want something a little bit lighter? Maybe not so heartbreaking, even though it's important. But do we need some little light chats to go to bed with so we're not like traumatized? Hi, Cherry Lane. Hi, everyone. Yes. So I have a special guest today who happens to be my ex boyfriend from high school. So, like 2000 to 2005, who also my mom paid him to bring me across state lines and to live with him because she couldn't handle the force of Ico. I'm losing my voice. So, without further ado, we got Adol Wolf. If you want to show your face,
I mean,
nice
I
to meet
guess I
you.
could. I guess I
Yeah,
could. Guess I
and he
could.
has the most majestic cat ever. Me and the cat have so much in common. We both like to just be front and center of attention. She will make her majestic entrance now. Can you share the name of your cat? She knows she's on camera, so she has to be up in front. I
My
also
cat.
redid my hair.
My cat's name is Agnes.
Me and your cat have a lot in common. We both like to be front and center and have our ass up in the air. Hello, cat. I'll be more appropriate. Nice to meet you, Lamb of God. Yeah, usually I focus on Asian culture and I wasn't expecting Ron to like move the chat over. So I guess we'll just chat a little bit because there's not that many people in here. So yeah, so this is Mr. Knowledgeable from the stream about 4chan. Yeah, his cat's really nice. We're gonna start a dating show where we like talk about like dating and stuff. But I think we should just change it to regular things because Adol is pretty knowledgeable. So why don't you tell everyone what you've been doing the past stuff? Well, what we've been doing the past few days. We have been watching the riots on Discord. Why don't you tell us how those have been going since you're like the all knowledgeable on riots?
It's been pretty mild so far. Riot season isn't fully kicked off yet, but now that we've got a judgment from the jury, I expect tonight to be very spicy. And also, I guess a 15-year-old girl was shot by police in Columbus, Ohio. She had a knife on her. I don't know the full details, but people are already kicking up in gear over there. So
Oh man, I just want everybody to be friends. I protested actually last summer in Inglewood, which I guess is the south side of Chicago, and I had no idea. And yeah, it was interesting because it was a poor, predominantly African American neighborhood of Chicago. I guess what people would dub as the ghetto, but people there were really nice, and it was really the outsiders that were trying to start stuff. And the people that were there that actually lived in the community told people, this is our community. We're trying to rebuild into a nicer area. Please take this kind of stuff elsewhere. And we did. But I don't know. It's kind of sad. But watching the riots, let me tell you, the information you can find on D Live and all these little Facebook streamers have been hilarious. There is this guy named Frank Nitty, who would get stoned to complain in his car about the riots.
yeah, I don't know what he's even doing there. He's not even really showing anything. He just gets really high and whines about
Hey,
stuff.
Adol, Lamb of God wants to know what the verdict was. Can you tell us in your Minnesota accent what the verdict for today for Derek Chauvin was?
The judge came out there and he said that the whole jury said guilty, all three counts, 2, 3, and reckless. I think it was. So yeah, it's guilty. It's guilty all across the board.
His
Which I'm
face was pretty.
surprised.
I was
I'm su-
surprised too. I thought he was gonna get off just because he's white. But
No, I didn't think he was gonna get off. I thought he would get off of Murder 2 because Murder 2, like, so Murder 1, I for example would be like me planning to kill you. I like wrote it down in the diary and I was like, she comes out of work at 4 o'clock in the afternoon. That's when I'm gonna get her.
but didn't he know George Floyd from when they worked together as bouncers and
But they
stuff as
never
well?
had the same shift, so they never would have like ran into each other.
Well, I'm
Uh,
sorry. I didn't know that you were like an investigative reporter into all this.
so Murder 2 would be like, I got mad and I'm like, I'm gonna kill Ashley right now. And then that would be Murder 2. Murder 3 would be like, we got in an argument and you pushed me and I pushed you back and you slipped and hit your head on the coffee table and died. So like
Oh,
Murder 3 in Minnesota, is like really like a light requirement actually. Nice. Murder 3 is really light requirement, Minnesota. So you basically just have to create an unsafe environment. So, for example,
Somebody asked a good question. How can you be charged 3 times, 3 different murder charges for one murder?
well, that's the thing, right? Because if you fit one criteria, you probably fit the other. I'm not a super lawyer or a lawyer of any type, but from what I understand, because of Minnesota's like unique situation, Murder 3 just requires you to have an unsafe environment.
Well,
So,
what were you talking about yesterday about the appeal because of that politician that made that comment? Tell
so
us more
yeah,
about that
I'll run it down real quick, and then I got to step out for a second. So
for the
Maxine
fucking
Waters,
pizza.
Maxine Waters was saying that if the jury didn't come back with a guilty charge, they should attack the streets, basically go out and create violence. She was advocating violence. The judge came out and said that he disavows her statement, wishes that politicians would shut up about the case and just let the judicial branch of the government handle this, and that they shouldn't. They basically shouldn't go against the Constitution that they're pledged to uphold by striking against another branch of government. So,
Go get
but
your
basically,
pizza.
the judge basically said, "Wink, wink, nudge, nudge." If you were to go to appeal, that's what I would say. That that she basically threatened the jury with the public. So
Oh, okay. Go get your pizza. I know you're dying.
I'm
So
starving.
yeah, at the end of the day, no matter what you think of the thing, like the whole situation, what side you're on, which I know everybody and the amazing family from Surviving Life, we have very different opinions, and I think that's what makes us special. As at the end of the day, there's a little girl without a dad, which I think is really sad, and I hope she's able to become a better person and like kind of grow from this situation. So yeah, Adolf has to go get pizza. So I'll just start. If you're new to my channel, I've never done YouTube before. I don't know what I'm doing. I read stuff about Asian culture, but like the more like what is it? My roommate's gonna come out of the shower in a minute. But like the more like grotesque side of Asian culture. So if I wasn't too sick this afternoon, right now we're reading Scarlet Memorial. I feel like it's a book club. But Scarlet Memorial is about the tales of modern cannibalism in China. So we're talking about cannibalism on a massive scale, not just because there was a food shortage, but because of a political revolution, which was the Cultural Revolution in China during 1966. No, 1966 to 19. What was it? 76. So this is talking about that. So yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're awesome. But I'm trying to learn from why I dislike my mother too, junkie. Well, I am the best. And when I'm like learning about what I don't like about my mom, I kind of think of the situations that put her there, and it kind of makes me not like her or talk about her worse less. So anyway, so we're studying that. We've Next we're going to talk about Junko Furuta, who was the girl encased in concrete, and I'll kind of show you. I use PowerPoint presentations because I don't want to waste my time putting a bunch of like theatrics into something when I could just put on a PowerPoint and talk. Because when I know what I'm talking about, I can. We're going to be talking about Junko Furuta, which is supposed to be last night, but I've missed so much work. I have to stay late tomorrow because I've been sick. I have to get a COVID test tomorrow. So we're going to be talking about Junko Furuta. And then next, we're going to be talking about Japanese contemporary horror films and how the manifestation of supernatural entities in contemporary films being primarily female, and how the female is kind of iconified, that entity is sort of like a cinematic symbolism for the struggling for women struggling in Japanese culture, and how there is like a gender struggle from Japanese women trying to teeter totter like a mostly predominant patriarchal culture, and how it's trying to become modernized, and how Japanese women are kind of like left in this limbo, we're damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. So I'll show you a little bit of this one. So this is the other one that we're going to doing, which is actually a 30-page paper that I wrote, and I'm like kind of a nerd, as in I was reading and highlighting my own paper today. So yeah, I wrote this 30 pages. of Wonder, and I translated. So this is gonna. So if you think I can't translate, I can. So just a little preview. This is something I translated here about the inequality and tensions between gender issues in the Japanese public. So this is actually like paperwork from like the Japanese Diet and a gender poll of equality in society from the Japanese official statistics, whatever bureau. So that's something we're going to be looking at. And then we're also going to be looking at, I was also thinking about doing a presentation on the Matrix because I did write a pretty nice paper. Does anybody here like the Matrix films? I'm such a nerd using PowerPoints. Actually, I haven't put them. My actual paper, the big one that I'm going to do one is in moreinmymind.net. It's on there, so my writing. So I'm going to put my actual papers on there. I was going to look at this one is about the Matrix trilogies and how the resecularization of religion and society through the Christian narrative in the Matrix trilogies, because the whole Christian film the whole Matrix film can be linked to a Christian doctrine and the exact same thing. The Matrix is the best film, and just a spoiler, they are working on the next Matrix film, which I should have expected because Jesus resurrects, so we were all expecting that. So that's another film. Yes, Keanu Reeves. I was actually going to name my last kid Trinity, but my ex said that sounded like a stripper name. So if I have a boy, I'm going to name it Neo, born and destined for great things from birth. So, yeah. So I was going to do that. And then I was also thinking about we're going to look at the rape of Nanking, which is one of the most atrocious, one of the biggest war atrocities that the Japanese did against the Chinese during World War II, which put some of the stuff that the Germans did to the Jews in the Holocaust to shame. We're talking about obliterating entire cities right in front of each other, like not putting people in camps. Like if you have a kid, we're shooting them right there. Crazy stuff. I was actually thinking about looking at Chinese movies like House with what is it, House of Flying Daggers, which is an amazing film. There's a lot of stuff I'm doing, but I'm still trying to get comfortable. So like usually my streams don't go as smooth as this, but even though I like attention, I'm not good in front of the camera. And unless I'm fully and like saturated in something, I'm not good at talking. So, but I'm hoping that'll change. So Ada, are you back? Or are you still getting your pizza?
I'm here.
Yeah. So I've been into Japanese culture. He's eating his pizza since high school. So you know that. My nickname was Japashley, don't you, Ada? I used to come
Yeah.
in dressed in like fake blood and stuff.
I'm surprised they let you to school and that stuff.
The City of Life and Death. Third Eye Open. Yes. Yes, that's the movie I was going to look at. City and Life of Death. I'll show everybody. This movie here. Okay, I got to show everybody. Let me see. Share screen. Sorry, my roommate's cooking something. I'm not YouTube awesome enough to have like my own place. This movie here, City of Life and Death, is an absolutely groundbreaking black and white film about the rape of Nanking. It will chill you to your core. It's like the Schindler's List of World War II for China. And it is absolutely the saddest film. And this is actually the film I was going to talk about. It is super powerful, super crazy. Like the cinematography is amazing. And has anybody ever seen this film besides Third Eye? Yeah, it was brutal. It is amazing. This film makes me cry just thinking about it. I think I might be able to find a clip on YouTube. Well, you guys wanted something light, so we won't. This is a good film. Another film that we were talking about today was what is it? Farewell Concubine. This is a good film. This takes place during the Cultural Revolution. It's about these two men here. Since there's no women in Beijing opera, this person right here that looks like a woman is actually a man. He was picked out at a young age to be the woman's role for the Beijing opera. So he forms sort of this intimate relationship with this guy. kind of sexual, kind of not. I think it was kind of one sided. I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen it. But they end up growing up and doing the opera together. The other guy, this guy with the black and white face, ends up finding a girlfriend or something. And then the Cultural Revolution happens. And during that time, people were forced against each other. So this is a good one. And then to live. This is another good one about the Cultural Revolution that I was talking about the other day. This one is amazing. Uh, we watched a scene from this one too. So if you guys like Chinese films, if you guys like action films, this is a good one. This one you should be able to get from the Google Play Store. Has anybody seen House of a Flying Daggers? It has Andy Lau in it, who is like my dream man. I know, Renee, it was. Yes, it was a good film. And let me tell you, I know some people don't like subtitles, but you really don't realize how amazing the whole world of movies are until you open your horizon. There's so many good movies. I literally took like 5 4-hour movie classes in college about Chinese and Asian film. House of the Flying Daggers is a good one. There was another one. Oh, if you want another good movie recommendation, Hero, that Hero movie. This is an excellent movie. Hero, that one is amazing. I think that's based off one of the biggest. Oh God, my teacher would be so disappointed. Hero's a good one. There's another good one. Hold on one second. Let me get the movie. Keep people occupied, Adolf. Keep people occupied.
Keep people occupied. What's going on, chat? How's chat doing? I'm a big chat enthusiast.
If you like, okay. Well, thanks for not keeping people occupied.
I asked how chat was doing.
Well, thank you. You get $1. This is why our relationship didn't work out. He doesn't listen. Just kidding. Love you. This movie, Protege, you have to actually buy the movie because if you rent it off Google, it has the dub. So if you like the dubs, I guess. But this one, Protege, it's about like the Golden Triangle drug trade and undercover cops. Absolutely thrilling. I cried for Farewell My Concubine. I cried. But yeah, Protege is a good one. And then there's another one with Andy Lau called Full Time Killer. This one is freaking amazing. It won 2002's Hong Kong's Academy. Well, it was Academy Award submission for Hong Kong in 2002. It is freaking amazing. I'm telling you, anything with Andy Lau in it is going to be crazy. And it's like sex. It's like fast. It's like lots of killing. It is amazing. And a lot of it's actually in English, surprisingly, because Hong Kong speaks a lot of English. But I have a lot of films. Let me show you guys.
Well, they were occupied by the British for so long, so.
That is right. That's right. Let me show you guys. Oh, shit. This girl right here, she does a lot of good stuff. She's in my, she does a lot of good breakdowns of whitewashed Asian movies like Mulan. She started her channel 5 months ago when about the Mulan movie, and then just completely, she only has a couple videos. But if you go to my channel, and if you go to playlists, and then I have a section called films. So if you go to Asian films,
oh yeah,
let me show you.
Classic.
Actually, so if you go to my playlist, I have Old Boy. I have good movies. Like I have in here Suicide Circle, One Missed Call, Ringu, Witchboard, The Bushini Saba. I have Pulse, The Red Shoes, Phone, Grotesque. I absolutely do not recommend watching Grotesque unless you like gore films. This one made me throw up. I have Red Sorghum, which I haven't watched yet. To Live, Raise the Red Lantern by John Yamu. Oh my gosh, this one's good. Xiao Xiao, The Sent Down Girl, and Noroi, The Curse. So I have a whole bunch of Asian films. These are the full films, and they have their There are subtitles in them, so I would recommend if you want to watch some scary movies here. I have Autopsy too. So I think that they have what is it? Farewell, My Concubine. I think they have the full one. Concubine.
I
A
gotta get
lot of
that
the
list from my friend. He's really into like Korean mafia films. If you like kung fu and like crime films with like gangsters and stuff
yeah.
like that, there's
Is
a
this
lot
the
of really good
full
ones out
film of
there.
Farewell, My Concubine? Damn it. I don't have YouTube Premium for my channel. Oh, it is, folks. It is. So I'm also adding this to my list. This is Farewell, My Concubine. So I'll put that under Asian films. So yeah, if you go there, I'll have a lot on there. So it should be there now. Yeah, you can find a lot of Asian films just by searching up the full one. Yeah, it is my birthday tomorrow, the 21st. But if you're in the UK, it is today. So thank you for I had some people buy me stuff off my wish list. So thank you. I've had some people sign donations, which all my donation links can be found at justico.com. Not needed, but well, not asking for it, but appreciated because everything that costs money, like StreamYards cost $20, but I'm not doing that right now. That book costs $30. And like if I want to keep doing, I'm actually eventually gonna start translating Japanese court cases so we can get more of like these court documents that have the actual stuff that's not being released to the United States. So, oh yeah, Parasite was an amazing one. What time is it there? It is 9:20 p.m. and we are drinking coffee out of our Andy Bernard office coffee cup. If you guys all remember the episode where everybody went to the Kelly's party for what was it? America's Got Talent and Jim didn't. So, yeah. Thank you, Snap Face. So yeah, Adol is pretty interesting. We lived together for 2 years. It was an exciting 2 years. He knows a lot about me. Like the other day we were talking and he was like, I was looking at something. He's like, you always like breathe through your teeth when you're doing something exciting. I'm like, can you shut up, you creep? You're a creep.
I'm not a creep. I just know you too well.
I know. What's one weird thing that I do that I don't think I notice?
That the teeth thing for sure.
I like go like this. I breathe out my
Yeah.
mouth. I'm a mouth breather. I'll go like this when I get excited. I'm looking at something.
So,
When I moved into Adolf Wolf's house, I replaced everything in it with Hello Kitty. Like everything. Everything.
yeah, I was super excited about that.
He like came home from work. I like Hello Kitty. So even my planner says I go on at Hello Kitty.
The
So
best way to get you to not buy something is tell you that it's ugly. Even if you know I'm messing with you, you still won't like take the risk. It's hilarious.
it's true. I won't take the risk. I'm very much an individual that depends on others' opinions for survival. Adol plays a lot of video games, so that's pretty cool. I know nothing about him. Would I be cool? Look at now I'm Ron.
There you go.
Yeah, Renee bought me a nice book. I love books. If you like scary books, Junichi Ito is an amazing manga artist. His stuff is so creepy. Let me show you a good picture. He
Is
does
he the one
really
that
good
did the
art.
Ring adaptation? Didn't he do the Ring adaptation?
I
manga?
don't think so. I think I wait, maybe he did. His art is super creepy.
Yeah.
Junichi Ito is amazing. I do have Hello Kitty kitchen appliances. I have a Hello Kitty toaster oven. I have a sandwich maker. My toaster puts Hello Kitty's face into its sandwiches. I have Sailor Moon stemless wine glasses. I have Sailor Moon measuring cups. Basically, I'm single because of my likes. Viper, his stuff is good. I'm sorry that this isn't exciting. I felt like maybe we needed to wind down a little bit after that chat. I feel like we all opened up and listened to a lot of intense stuff. So, your cat, she's like me. She's like, I'm just going to put my ass in there and just prance around.
Yep.
And
Just
that's
trying to
how
figure out a
Aiko
way to
got
heal up.
pregnant. Haha. I'm not pregnant. I'm just making a joke about how I was. I do have 2 kids. That's my kids. She is a little evil. She has a dark sense of humor. This was 2019. I have been to Hong Kong, the airport, and I was in China for 5 weeks. I lived, and then I went to Japan to see a concert. But yeah, we saw I saw a dead body on Sunday, right? It was like in the middle, like on the side of the highway. I don't know what happened to him, but the cops, nobody was attending to this body. It was just on the ground. So if it was alive, like somebody would be over there. But like the ambulance didn't have its lights on or anything. It was just chugging along. So I knew it was dead. My daughter, my 9-year-old, looks over and she's so morbid. She loves Among Us. She goes, "Dead body reported." And I'm like, what the hell is your problem? Oh, look at everybody loves the cat. Maybe we should just have the cat. The cat should have
Cat
its own
stream.
24-hour live stream. I wish you'd pet me like you pet your cat.
Oh.
He doesn't
Oh
play into my
no.
shenanigans anymore. I'll be like, pet me like you pet that cat, Daddy.
Oh no.
He's like, oh no. I have not heard of worldwide predator hunters. See, I grew up in the like age of like the Chris Hansen stuff, and like I was like the first member on Facebook when it like started, one of the first members when it was invite only, and I was on Zynga and MySpace. Like I was meeting people on the internet. I should have been Amber Alert like 25 times. Really, I live next to Rockford, Katie. I live like literally like an hour away from Rockford. Aw. Do you live in the suburbs, Katie? Danforth? I'm in that little bubble of like Carroll Stream, Glendale Heights, Lombard, Glen Ellen. I accidentally went on a date with a guy that put a knife to my back that I met off Bumble in my area. That was a pretty nice one. But I mean, I didn't jerk because I figured something worse would happen. And it was the most romantic thing that happened to me in the last 5 years because I'm single as fuck. Because you don't want to get back together with me, Adol. I don't understand.
When you tell stories like that, I mean, it's just surprising I don't jump right at it, you know. I don't I don't know
You
look
know this
dive, you
always
know.
this. I mean, there
So
might be a little bit more to love than there was last time.
just get yourself a couple of cats. That's what I did.
Yeah, well, there's like 27 cities right around me. No, nobody will have it. Trust me. I'm like not the woman you want to mess with. I'm not like the guy upstairs. Like, have you heard of Judge Rottenberg Smith? Judge, hey Google, make a note. Judge Rottenberg Center.
Saving note.
Yeah, saved it. No, the guy upstairs abuses his girlfriend. The last time he was here, I told him if he came back again, that I would rip his nuts and his dick straight off his body. You're talking to the girl, even though it was traumatizing. I do trauma a different way. That was almost murdered and basically stabbed him. I did. And I apologized to him and he apologized to me. No hard feelings, but you don't fuck with Aiko. Okay. But I'm really nice. I just don't like being messed with. I just get nervous. I am Hispanic. I have weapons in places you couldn't even fathom. Like, where did this come from? I don't know, because I'm next to nothing. Yeah, but I'm also the person that cries when every time I show a movie clip. Like, I'll be watching I watched Mulan the other day and I cried. I show a movie clip and I cry. I see a commercial, I cry. So I kind of stole the conversation, you know. Is there anything you want to say before we get off?
Um,
we actually have a show on Thursday, which is more like the dating and sex kind of conversation.
There you go.
Yeah, that's pretty much how our relationship was. I make a lot of big words and a lot of conversation, and I wait for that big response, and that's all I get.
I mean, what do you want me to say to that? Yeah, shill the show. Dang. I mean,
I thought you would be like more like absorbed into our theme. Are you playing video
sorry.
games again?
No,
You're playing video games. I can see it in your glasses.
no, that's the reflection of this monitor.
Oh, are you sure? Okay.
You can
Deja
look on
vu.
Discord and see if I'm lying, because Discord will tell you if I was.
Unless you logged out of Discord because you know I'm sleuth enough to look at that. See, this is
you're
why we
s-
don't date anymore.
You're so clever, I had to tell you.
Shut up. Anyways, yeah, so choose next week. I did watch the new Mulan and I didn't want to, but my kids did, and I put it off for as long as I could just because they did film it around the concentration camp, and I'm disappointed in myself. But my kids weren't hearing that. They're 9 and 5. They wanted to watch the Mulan. But man,
Terrible
there's
anyway.
some. What'd you say?
It's terrible anyway.
You're terrible. Okay, guys. Well, thank you for coming. If you've not been here, yes, Hero. Yeah. Oh, before we go, Adol, tell us. They want you to tell them a little bit about you. I'll get.
Wait, what? What do you want? What? Let's see. You want to know about me? I play games on Trovo, trovo.live/Adawolf and dlive.tv/Adawolf. I play games throughout the week. Every Friday, I do a show called Foilcast, where we discuss all the weird and strange things, sometimes current topics, sometimes cryptids, sometimes things that are so strange, they simply must be reality. So you can catch us there with my good friend Mountain Walk. It's a good show. It's a good little show. So enjoy our Thursday show as well, where we take all your dating questions and dating stories. Good, bad, all around. Ask us anything you want. We're going to try to figure out a way to do call-ins, so that'll be fun. That'll be fun. So definitely stop by this channel again Thursday for our dating show. Ash, what time is our show? Not here anymore. She's not here anymore. Where did she go? Where did she go?
Attention for once. Put all your links in the stream.
Put all my links in the stream? Okay.
Just like he's gonna. PlayStation or Nintendo?
Depends on what you want to play. Got it all. Got it all.
Adol worked at GameStop for a long time and seriously has everything you could possibly ask for. That's why he had no room in his heart for me.
Right. It's filled with things I truly love.
Oh, you're so lucky. You're in a different state. Because I'd be right over there. The episode of Friends where Joey's, what is Joey's or Chandler's? She's like punching them, and she's like, "You're doing so funny," and she like punches them. That would be me, except your face.
Oh no! Oh no!
Out of love, though, not out of
yeah. I'm sure. I'm sure, but yeah, hopefully we get some people with their
unless you're like me and you like getting punched in the face if it's consensual.
No. But hopefully we get some people with their love questions, love stories, good and bad. We want to help. We want to help the people out, right?
Yeah, and who's better than the girl that was taken across straight lines as a minor by like a 30-year-old guy, or crazier stuff?
I mean, your entire life is an example of what not to do. So as long as you don't do
how I
anything that you
accidentally
did,
dated one of the most serious sex offenders for child pornography in Michigan State's history.
I didn't know that one. Oh,
Yeah,
cool.
Eric, remember the guy that I dated that was like 20 years old when I was in like 11th grade?
I have no idea
Also,
who that is.
okay, well, he didn't go to our
I mean,
school
you
because
go
he was in
through
his 20s.
guys like toilet paper, so you know.
You're canceled. You're not on YouTube, but you're canceled.
Oh my god.
You are so
Chat's
funny.
loving this. Chat's loving this.
Shut up. You didn't know what chat was loving.
Chat loves your embarrassment.
You know what? It's not what you do, it's how you do it. And so I've had a lot of sex and I'm not ashamed about it. And if you look at my sex record and the fact that I've only had 3 kids and no STDs, so basically my vagina is the cure for STDs. So you know what? Fuck you, Adolf.
All right, well. Have fun with that. Have fun.
You're such an asshole. Okay, guys, you guys have a nice night. Yeah, you drink your Stella Artois there, bitch. Oh, sorry, did I say that aloud?
Pet my cat like a
What are you,
supervillain.
Dr. Evil, petting your majestic cat?
That's
Not
right.
like a world record, like just somebody that. You know what? Do I have a? No, I don't have a sex record. I just like to do what I do, and as long as I'm being safe and consensual, and I'm in charge of my own sexual whatever, then I'll do it.
That's been your motto since as long as I've known you. How well is it working out for you?
Anyways, guys, I'm gonna go date myself. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Oh, how's your love life? How's your love life?
That's pretty good. My cat's in my lap. She's loving on me. It's great.
Oh, you know what? I'm allergic to cats and rabbits, and my kids aren't here, so I'm gonna go sit by myself and watch some Bailey Sarian. And
Speaking of rabbits, what happened to those rabbits you had at my house that you smuggled into my apartment that wasn't supposed to have pets?
those they passed away. Actually, Momo Sagimo lived for 8 years, and then I brought his buddy to. Well, no, the big rabbit died, and then I brought Momo, the little rabbit, to his funeral, and she sat outside his little grave and looked down and was sad. And then she died after 8 years, and then I got more rabbits, and then it turns out I'm allergic to rabbits now, so I had to get rid of the 8 rabbits I just had.
8?
I had a boy and a girl. One was named Asshole, and because he was an asshole, and then one name was named Ice Cream, and well, technically 7, and they had 5 babies, and they were so cute. One was named James Charles, but this is before that all happened, so we renamed him. And then one name was named Butters after Ron, and then one was named I don't remember, but they were cute. Bailey Sarian is awesome. I like how she can take a story and tell it like she's been there. And I'm like sitting here reading notes. Yeah, we're nice. Well, wait till our show tomorrow. We'll be a little bit more spicy. Yeah, we gotta go because it's 9:36. I have to take a COVID test in like 9:40. So like exactly 12 hours from now. And then I have to go to work. Oh no, it's Thursday. And I have to go to work and then I have to stay late and then I have to study. Yeah, they almost started to eat each other, but we separated them. But you guys have a good life. That means love you in Korean. Stay iconic. Is that cute? Like stay iconic. Do you like that? You wouldn't know love if it hit you in the face. That was cute.
Look at this cat. That's cute. Look at her. Look at her little face.
Yeah.
Look at her little face. You don't think she's cute?
You don't think I'm cute?
I don't know. This cat's pretty cute.
How do you say no to a face like this?
Because I have to hide my wallet. That's why.
True. Thank you. I'm 34 and always consent to petting cats. Ron told me to put on my regular.
Stop petting her for a second. Look at her.
Oh, that's like me. Once you get petting me, I will just like keep rubbing up against you until you pet me again. Good night, everyone. Say good night, Adolf.
Good night, everybody. Have a
Bye.
And don't do whatever Aiko does, and you'll be all right.
Yeah, don't go with strangers. Don't drink a drink that a man brings you or a woman if you don't see them make it themselves. And that's just my things to say. Bye.
There you go.